The night stopped feeling like interruptions. They became something closer to a beginning. Elma no longer waited for sleep. She drifted toward it, pulled by a quiet, steady pull beneath her thoughts. The glow inside her had settled into a rhythm now, not erratic, not frightening in the way it once was. It was deliberate, guided. The mark beneath her skin had spread across her collarbone and down her arm, branching in fine, luminous threads. In daylight, it was faint, almost invisible, but in shadow, it awakened, tracing her body with a dim, breathing light. She stopped covering it. Some instinct told her it didn't matter anymore, because other things were changing. At school, voices began to sound distant, as if spoken through layers of water. Words lost meaning halfway through sentences, dissolving into patterns of tone and vibration. But beneath them, under everything, she heard something else. A quiet, constant hum. It wasn't coming from the room. It was coming from people, from the walls, from the spaces between objects. A network she could almost understand, if she just listened the right way. Elma started to notice how others moved, how slow they were, how contained. Their bodies seemed too solid, too fixed, like they were trapped inside themselves. She, on the other hand, felt less defined. Sometimes, when she looked at her hands, they seemed slightly out of place, as if they didn't fully belong to the space they occupy. When she moved her fingers, there was a faint delay, not in motion, but in presence, like something else was moving with her, just out of sync, watching, learning. One evening, she didn't wait for the lights to appear. She went to the window before sunset. The sky darkened gradually, bleeding from gold into gray, from gray into something deeper. Elma stood still, her palm resting lightly against the glass. "I know you're there," she said softly. For a moment, nothing answered. Then the first glow appeared, closer than before. It did not flicker this time. It held steady. Elma felt the response immediately, not outside, but inside her chest. The pulsing light beneath her skin synchronized with the one beyond the window. One beat, then two, then many. The darkness outside shifted. Not a swarm this time, a shape. Vast, barely contained by the night itself. The smaller lights did not surround it, they were part of it. Like fragments orbiting something whole. Elma did not step back. She leaned closer. The glass between them fogged slightly, though neither side was warm. "What are you?" she asked. The answer did not come in words. It came as a pressure inside her mind, images folding into each other too quickly to hold. Endless, without edges, structures built from movement instead of matter. Forms that existed only when observed. And then, recognition. Not theirs, hers. Elma's breath hitched as a realization surfaced, slow and heavy. They had not chosen her. She had matched them. Something in her, something always there, had aligned with whatever lived beyond the dark. The window clicked, unlocked. This time, it did not feel like something was forcing its way. It felt like something was being allowed. Elma lifted her hand. For a second, just one, she hesitated. A memory flickered. Warmth, daylight, ordinary fear. Then the light inside her pulsed stronger, drowning it out. She opened the window. The air that entered was not cold. It was empty. The nearest light drifted forward, slower than before, almost cautious. As it crossed the threshold, its shape stretched, unfolding again, shedding the illusion of something small and simple. Elma did not recoil. She watched, closely, curiously. The thing hovered inches from her face. Its surface shimmered, not solid, not liquid, something in between. Within it, that same impossible depth churned, but now it did not feel alien. It felt familiar, like looking into a reflection that wasn't bound to a mirror. Elma reached out. Her fingers passed through the edge of its light, and did not come out the same. For a moment, her hand dissolved into something finer. Threads of dim luminescence unraveling and reweaving, as if her body were being remembered in a different form. She gasped, but not in pain, in understanding. Behind the first, others gathered, waiting, not hungry, not impatient, simply ready. Elma stepped forward, not out of the room, but out of herself. The glow spread rapidly now, no longer confined beneath her skin. It seeped outward, soft at first, then brighter, tracing her shape before loosening it. Her outline blurred, edges softening, dissolving into a shifting, luminous silhouette. For an instant, she existed in both states at once. A girl in a room, and something else, unfolding into a wider, darker space. The room dimmed, or perhaps it was simply no longer where she was. The last thing that remained distinctly human was her face. Her eyes, they flickered once, uncertain, searching, then steadied, glowing. Outside, the night deepened, but not with emptiness, with presence. And by morning, when sunlight once again filled the room, the window stood open, the bed was empty, the house was quiet. Only a faint, branching shimmer remained on the wall near the window, like a mark left behind by something that had passed through not just space but form itself. And far above, where no ordinary eye would think to look, a new light moved among the others, not separate, not lost, becoming.